impression of Jeffrey Simmons?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Your impression of Jeffrey Simmons?
Great player, run and pass. He can do everything. He's been a force really all season long. So, we got a big challenge in him and know what kind of player he is, and we gotta rise to that challenge and take care of him.
The Titans have forced like 12 turnovers in the last 6 games.
Yep.
How important is focusing on ball security this week, and are they doing anything specific that stands out on film too?
Yeah, they're doing a great job. Forcing fumbles is such an intentional thing. I think occasionally you might wrap a guy up and the ball comes out, but what they've been able to do recently has been pretty impressive. They're getting the ball out all over the field. A bunch of different guys have been able to do it, so it's something that we're aware of. And in any game, the turnover battle is so crucial, and we know that. And we just got to protect the football, in the air and carrying the ball on the ground.
And James, I know you excuse me. I know you joked and said that you go to your favorite coffee shop. Do people know who you are and do they want to talk about Odell coming to the Saints?
I feel like everyone wants to talk about that, right? I haven't had that personally yet, so we'll see if that picks up any steam here soon.
What do you think about that possibility? Any thoughts?
Yeah, he's a great player. Any team he goes to, you have a player like that. It's going to attract a lot of attention. He's obviously made incredible catches in his career. So, I don't think too deeply about those things. I just leave it to the people upstairs. Know that they'll handle it and put our team in the best situation to win games.
James, speaking of mid-season additions that provided a spark, played with Mark Ingram twice now.
Yep.
Is his, relentless energy level, and is he still the same player that you saw?
Yeah, same player, and same player that I heard about first time around in New Orleans. Contagious energy, love to be around him. He's always got juice. He's always bringing guys up, bringing guys, alongside him. So it's great to have someone like that. And obviously, he's making a lot of plays on the field as well. So it's a big boost to the locker room and to us on the field.
Not all the holding penalties last week were on the offensive line, but now that you all have watched the film, what was some of the breakdown on some of those calls? How does that get fixed?
Yeah, you just have to try to see it from the ref's point of view. You have to try to understand why they throw the flag when they throw the flag and what you can do better. And it's basics of football at the end of the day. For us, hands inside, player breaks away, we let go. And some things, it's bang, bang, it happens real fast. And sometimes, you really feel like you can correct them. So you just go back and look at them, each one as an individual play and see what, if anything, you can do better to avoid that in the future. Yeah, I think so. I think that we've had guys that have played a lot of football, and that hasn't been, I don't think, anyone's MO. So yeah, I think having the penalties we had, it was unusual for us and a problem. At the end of the day, it's a problem. You can't have those penalties. We killed so much momentum multiple times, and that's really what resulted in the type of game that we ended up playing.
Would you say that when you watched them that those seemed justified, where maybe you were kicking yourself, or were you looking at them going, I can't believe we got called on that?
Yeah, it's easy to concern yourself with, well, why did they throw it, or feeling like, I don't feel like I did what they said I did. But at the end of the day, they're not picking up the flag. So try not to waste energy on, complaining or living in the past and just moving on and, talking to the refs. They're good at talking with us about, hey, this is why I threw it. This is what I saw. And you just adjust. You adjust on the fly. You understand what they're seeing, what they saw, and make sure that it doesn't happen again.
What have your impressions been of the Superdome now that you've got crowds?
Man, it's awesome. It's electric. It's the best environment I've played in. Just having those people, the chant, the Who Dat chant's unbelievable. Love it. Love every part of it. We gotta win those games at home for sure.
I know you weren't here in 2017, but how crazy is it that Adrian Peterson, Alvin Kamara, and Mark Allen are the same?
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw they picked up Adrian, and that guy's been doing, I don't even know what year he's in now, but he's been doing it forever as far as I'm concerned, and still at a high level. So it's crazy to have all three of those guys, on the same field playing and still making the impact that they're making.
What do you make of the fact that the team's 5-3 here? Just kind of going back through the losses. 2 of the losses were at home, and in both of those games you actually led the game with less than a minute to go.
Yep.
What does that tell you about how the potential of the team going forward, even with all the injuries you've had?
I think there's a lot of hope. Those losses, I think there were 2 different losses in the way that the games kind of played out. The Giants, kind of led the whole game, and we didn't put it away. We had them where we wanted them, had a lead late, but we're just unable to put them away. And then, this past one, really, we weren't moving the ball. We weren't doing a whole lot the majority of the game, and then kind of caught a little fire there at the end. But at the end of the day, it's kind of a, the Falcons too little too late, and then the Giants, you have a chance. You have them where you want. You got to put them away. So there's 2 different lessons, I think, that we've learned from those. But they're both losses, and so we've tried to, pick up those lessons and bring them with us. And they'll, what we learn in those games is going to play a big part down the stretch of the season.
Any thoughts on just the fact that I think you're 4-1 outside of the Superdome, where you're playing this week, 1-2 inside, yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems, it's probably not what you would have expected.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think if you try to predict it, it's probably not what you look at. But I think that just says how tight the NFL is. A team might be 1-15, and a team might be 15-1, but it's any given Sunday. These are all NFL players, and everyone's coming to get a win. So if you don't show up, or if you get lazy or get comfortable, you're going to be exposed. And I think you see that every single year for sure. So I think the records home and away, it's just kind of, it's something we already know. It's the NFL. You gotta show up, you gotta perform, or you're not gonna win.
What stood out to you about Sunday's film from the Titans?
Against the Rams?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, shoot, it kind of seemed like they had their way. It was a very impressive showing, particularly by their defense. And I think it shows that this is going to be a huge challenge for our offense. We know that it's a great defense. They got a great front. Made a lot of plays, been turning the ball over. So they've been doing a lot really well lately. And it's exciting to play in these situations. You got a challenge, and it's up to us. I'm speaking about the O-line, I guess, but it's up to us to go out and get the job done and help the team win, and that's exciting to have that kind of opportunity.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.